lack of reliable water supply in school continues, negatively impacting a child's right to education. Bonwelong Primary and Umqhele Secondary Schools continue to bear the brunt of unreliable water supply.
So the problem is when the water is not available, our children are not attending the classes full time. It affects, it violates the rights of our children rights, because if they don't attend class fully, they will end up failing. They will end up involving in some other activities on the community.
Children spend a significant portion of their day at school. Therefore, not having water also affects their nutrition program.
Educators are unable to run a full day of school. They will end up, like in Gauteng and some of the schools, cutting the school day short because the water is used for the bathrooms. As it's so hot, the water is used for the learners to drink. And when they are not there, it means that ancillary issues such as maybe even the school nutrition program can't fully run because there's no access to adequate water.
The Gauteng Education Department admits to the continued infringement of the right to uninterrupted water supply at the two schools. It, however, says they are trying to remedy the situation.
So if you don't have water, it becomes a huge challenge. But what we were doing, it is an arrangement that we made with all the schools, that around lunchtime they had to release learners, because you will know that beyond lunchtime, that's when learners will utilize toilets quite often, and if you don't have water, then it becomes a challenge. So children in this area, for them not to come to school, it's a huge challenge, besides our curriculum delivery, which will be falling behind, and which we have an obligation or responsibility to make sure that we have catch-up plans. Any days that we lose, must make sure that there's catch-up plans.
The two schools are but one example of how South Africans continue to struggle with accessing water. While they have a right to water, but it has become a privilege for some. Lerato Makula, SABC News in Johannesburg.